Henry Francis, a travelling gypsy. This guy could fight, bare knuckle fighter. I know he says that he's had 200-300 bare knuckle fights. I know, and it goes to show you this guy's a proper gypsy king. You know, I mean, he fought Bartley, Gorman. He's fought some good fighters, and they give him the name the Gypsy King because Bartley Gorman, I think, Bartley Gorman died, and he took it over from Bartley Gorman because he's fought Bartley Gorman. Them two had a bit of a fight in a pub. Someone caused a bit of problems, and Bartley Gorman and Henry Francis went out in the car park and had a right bloody fight. You know, when I say bloody fight, it was just noses, teeth everywhere, smashed to pieces. It was like a real bad fight. The police were called and the police broke it up. They both got nicked for it. I don't know if they got put in prison, but they got some charge they got. But Bartley Gorman, maybe what they say, that Henry Francis come first and Bartley Gorman come second. And so when Bartley Gorman died, Henry Francis took his name, King of the Gypsies, and he was King of the Gypsies, this guy. You know, anybody that goes down to the Appleby Fair and fights down there, you know, and when you're down the Appleby Fair, you don't fight one fight. You fight 3 or 4 fights, you know, whoever wants to fight you. And I went down there, I had 3 fights. Bartley Gorman, he was maybe, I don't think he was there at that time, but Henry Francis was down there, I can remember that. I can remember a guy called Francis, I don't know his first name, you get to hear all bits and pieces when you go in places. Johnny Critterton, he always was getting me at it with Jimmy Tibbet, to fight this and fight that. You know, I'd fight anybody at that time, especially in the Appleby fairs, you know, it was bare knuckle. I didn't mind a fight bare knuckle either. I've got some good fists, you know, and you know, you keep smashing bags and all that with bare knuckles. And after a while, your knuckles become solid, you know, like all catalysis over them, you know, and all that. I still love fighting bare knuckle, you know. And so this guy, the Prices, the Welsh family called the Prices. Big story about them, the Prices. He fought quite a few of the Prices because they're a big family of brothers, you know, Prices, and he beat them. So whether or not I don't know if he bought Michael Price, I'm not quite sure, but he says he beat most of the Prices. A big family, mate, and he beat most of them. You know, but anybody that I really look up to, yeah, he fought everybody that he fought was all hard fights on the cobbles, yeah. And there's one here that I've got, Jimmy Stocking, yeah. Jimmy Stockings, he wrote a book called On the Cobbles. He beat Jimmy Stocking, this guy, Henry Francis. He beat him fair and square, knocked him out, I think, or it was just stopped for no more punishment. You know, when they fight for what it can be for minutes, or it can be for an hour or hours. I mean, they just keep fighting until one just gives up. You know, that's why the gypsies fight. And I said it a minute ago about Lenny McLean saying he had 2,000, 3,000 fights on the cobbles. You know, and this Henry Francis, he does say that he's had 200 or 300 fights on the cobbles. You know, regular fights on the cobbles. He's had 200 or 300 fights, and he's won most of them. And he blatantly tells you that he's had them sort of fights, not 2,000 or 3,000 fights. You know, if you had 2,000 or 3,000 fights on the cobbles, believe me, you would be on your heels. You'd look like Frankenstein. You'd be scarred up. Fucking, your hands would be smashed to pieces. You wouldn't be able to clench your hands, yeah. But this Henry Francis, he became King of the Gypsies, mate. He was the governor. I'm surprised that he never got to fight Lenny McLean. I'm surprised he never got to fight Warshaw. You know, everything is kept under big secrets. It's like a secrets thing in boxing. You know, especially when you've got Frankie Warren in there and Joe Pyle. You know, yeah, but these sort of people, they give them a wide berth. They don't want them people in the unlicensed game. They know what they are, and they know they can be the number one. They don't want that to ruin their men. You know, so I can imagine, you know, Henry Francis was kept well away because Bartley Gorman was also kept well away from it, you know what I mean? Them sort of people that can really have it on the cobbles, mate, can really fight. They ain't letting them into prize fighting, the unlicensed game, you know. As I say, me going down to the Appleby Fair with Johnny Critterton, I used to know a lot of gypsies down there. Johnny Critterton used to introduce me to a lot of fighters down there, and you can see some of these fighters, mate. You look at them and you look at their eyes, you know, and you look at their noses, and you know, and their cheeks. They're all like smashed up. You know what I mean? They're all smashed up, all crooked, and eyes all scarred up. You know, these fighters been fighting for years and years and years and years. You know, they don't give up, mate. They don't, as I say, the only way they give up is when they call it a day, as such. You know, when they get to a certain age, their hands, they can't grip their hands together no more. You know, just can't put their punches together. You know, just say that's enough. That's enough. No more fighting. And that Henry Francis, he's got to be younger than me. He must be younger than me. I'm 73, going on 74. He was born 1960 something, so he's a lot younger than me. So he's retired now. He's still king of the gypsies, they reckon. It's hard to say that because you got the Frankums, haven't you? You got the Frankums. I mean, Joe Smith, my mate Joe Smith, he would tell me more about this Henry Francis, but he would know if Henry Francis is still king of the gypsies because he took that over from Bartley Gorman. And when Bartley Gorman died, this Henry Francis wrote a book, and he said it was, please, this book's for Bartley Gorman. You know, it's all about Bartley. Bartley Gorman was the governor of gypsies, and I wanted everything to go to him, the money, everything from my book, yeah. So fair play to him, mate, you know what I mean? He must have been some man, this Bartley Gorman, you know. He must have been some man. I'd love to have, like, not been about, but been in the ring with this guy. Same as this Henry Francis. I would love to have got in the ring with him, but they didn't fight in the ring. It was all on the cobbles, it was all in the grass, it was all knuckles, it was all bare fists. Now and again, I think they had bandages wrapped around their hands and all that, you know. But you could learn so much, you know. You could learn so much. And I love, when I was young, obviously he was a lot younger than me, but when I was, say, 30, he would have been, 22, 23, maybe. And maybe I could have learned, even then, a lot from them sort of people if I wasn't in prison, you know. But as I say, Bartley Gorman, king of the gypsies, and you got Henry Francis that takes that title, yeah. So he must have been some man, mate, Henry Francis. He's still alive today. I don't know, I think he is. You know, I got to hear about him I don't know, really, 2-1, you know, 2-2, something like that. Appleby Fair, you know, fighting down there. You know, I also loved that Appleby Fair. I mean, I was always going down with Johnny Critterton and Jimmy Tibbet, you know, and it's good to go down there and watch the way they fight, you know, the way that fight will be over in, as I say, could be over in a minute, could be over in an hour, you know, and people get smashed to pieces. And they have 2 or 3 fights a day, some of them. And some of them, like this Henry Francis, that can fight. I should imagine 2 or 3 fights, maybe even 4 fights would be his top fights for him, you know. And I should imagine that he won every fight because he was king of the gypsies. So, you know, the geezer, I've got so much respect for him, especially when I hear his, you know, when he went to Wales, he fought all the prices, big family prices, mate, for boxers, you know, and he said he beat the prices, mate, beat all the prices. So to do that, he's got to be some man, you know. I've got big respect for the man to do that, you know. Any man that can fight people like that, yeah, and come out on top, he's got to be the business, yeah. Anyway, just a little thing about this guy, Henry Francis. You know, I've got big respect for this geezer, mate. Big respect. You don't hear a lot about this geezer, mate. But I dare say, if he did if he had gone into the unlicensed fighting, he would have been one of the governors, yeah? Because there's no way that Frankie Ryan and Joe Pyle would have allowed this guy to get into it. And they more likely knew all about him like they do with Bartley Gorman, and they wouldn't let him in, mate. They would not let him into our game. Our game is anything like to do with Frankie Ryan and Joe Pyle, you know it's crooked as it comes, yeah? Anyway, bang, bang, well, nice one.